Perhaps the one institution that is best suited to collaborate with the Nigerian Army and other security agencies for the peace and stability of the country is OSGOF, Office of the Surveyor General of the Federation. An extra-ministerial but self-accounting department supervised by the Ministry of Works and Housing. OSGOF is fortified to serve the developmental needs of the country through its primary responsibilities of surveying and mapping, without which nothing can be achieved in the march to Nigeria's growth and greatness. Under the leadership of an eminent technocrat and renowned surveyor, Taiwo Samuel Adeniro, whose award-winning papers have become reference materials in risk reduction and management, OSGOF is living up to its responsibilities.
From day one, I've been striving and struggling not to let Mr. President regret that he has nominated me. And that is why anything we are doing in this office, we've been aligning our activities with government priority.
I have seen him as a man with vision. He knows what he wants to do, and since he got there, I think he has made some difference. All I will say is, let all that he needs be provided so that he can translate his vision to action.
When I came on board, we didn't just only hit the ground running. What I did was that I looked at government activities and government priority. And like I mentioned earlier, we normally align our activities in this office with the government priorities, because we realize that our job is not an end in itself, but we facilitate in land administration, in mapping, in physical in infrastructure provision, in health and so on. We facilitate development processes.
Apart from surveying and mapping to determine positions on the surface of the earth and maps to navigate the points, it is the only outfit with the mandate and capability to provide geospatial information for sustainable national development and security.
We can see two drones there. The bigger one is the Matrix 600. It comes with a LiDAR, which makes its image capturing more precise, more accurate. The smaller one you see there is DJI Phantom 4. In the class of the DJI Phantom 4 is also the DJI Phantom 4 RTK, meaning real-time kinematic, meaning that as it moves, it captures data instantly. This facility enables surveyors to capture images of hard-to-reach areas. Most importantly, like the forest. You know, sometimes it's difficult to carry your total station or your GPS to enter the bush. But with this, you can conveniently send this over the bush, and then you sit down to do other scientific processes of making the images give you the kind of information that you want.
With proper synergy and collaboration with the security agencies, says Adeniro, real-time geospatial data from OSGOF can make the needed difference in effective planning and strategic action against the upsurge in terrorism and criminality.
The geospatial information we are going to provide for people who are trying to track the terrorists is going to be a little different from what we're talking about. Recently, we are collaborating with Nigerian police, and with the little money that we have been able to say, okay, we may not be able to give Nigerian police all the forest map in the northern area. How much money do we have? So much. How much job can he do? Well, he can give us the forest map between Katsina and Zamfara, and between Kaduna and Zamfara, up to Biringwari Forest. The little money we have, we want to spend it meaningfully, that whatever we use it for now is being used now reliably.
OSGOF is a hidden treasure with immense possibilities and plays a huge role in the quest for national development, particularly at a time when the federal government is executing several projects to provide some ease for the people. While Nigerians are excited with the provision of roads infrastructure in parts of the country, for instance, what many people may not know is that without the geospatial data supplied by OSGov, nothing much could have been done.
Geospatial information are information about how things stand or how things are in our environment. It's about the location of every artificial and natural features. Essentially, this office produces the inventories of items, of things around. And ultimately, we provide the model of the environment, which now aids decision maker to take decision. In physical development of any environment, you need to have the map of that place. We need to have the geospatial information around that place for you to be able to do that which you want to do. If you want to construct a road, you need to know the alignment of that road, both horizontal and vertical alignment. This is what the engineers are going to use to do their geometric design. You need to know the principal route termini you want to pass through. Then you will need the topographical maps to be able to do your preliminary studies, and so on and so forth.
Latching on the catchphrase, if you cannot map it, you cannot manage it. The Surveyor General says his office, with its functional weather change department and well-trained manpower, has over the years collaborated with sister agencies by providing the relevant data for use for the prevention and mitigation of natural disasters.
We are being supervised by Works. We are under the supervision of the Honorable Minister of Works, but we still have a unit in Works, Surveying and Mapping Unit, who actually provides the requisite geospatial information they have there. We have in environment, we have in defense, we have in water resources, we have in Niger Delta, we have in Agric, and a couple of others. We collaborate with NEMA, Emergency Management Agency. We provide the requisite geospatial information for them. The 2012 flood, when Lagdo Dam was opened, this office participated very well in before and after activities of that flood.
In addition to its primary mandate of providing geospatial data for use in national planning, the Office of the Surveyor General of the Federation also offers consultancy services in requests for pillars, requests for coordinates, requests for cadastral surveys, perimeter surveys, topographical surveys, layout surveys, survey for landing disputes, site investigation. Through strategic deployment of expertise and equipment, the agency is also able to collaborate with the National Boundary Commission to delineate and define the country's boundaries with its neighbors.
We have boundary with the Republic of Niger, we have boundary with Benin Republic, we have with Chad, we have with Cameroon. And you agree with me, I think 2002, October 10, the ICJ judgment, the judgment between Nigeria and Cameroon over the boundary, not just the Bakassi, the boundaries run through the whole length of the side of the boundary between Nigeria and Cameroon. And we have been implementing that. And I want to tell you that we made a great advancement within December 17 last year and this year, because the Office of the Surveyor General, working together with the National Boundary Commission, we have been able to resolve most of the 13 disagreement areas along that particular corridor, which have been there for so many years. And we have made a lot of tremendous progress in that regard. And when it comes to between Nigeria and Niger Republic, we have been changing the whole old monument into new ones. We have been working with them. There has been a particular the German company that have been assisting Nigeria, and we have been collaborating together because we are technical partner to National Boundary Commission. Ditto for Nigeria and Benin Republic. So this is what we have been doing. And coming home, the internal boundary between states. Of course, we have been having a lot of issues with boundary within interstates. And what we have been able to do is that we have been able to quell to a large extent the interstate clashes or probably wrangling, which is very, very important. So we have been doing sensitization with National Boundary Commission. The one we could demarcate, we have been demarcating them. But more importantly, the two collaborations with the National Boundary Commission and this office have been able to bring to the barest minimum crisis, violence along this our boundary, which is the primary responsibility of the two government agencies. I think we should give kudos to the chairman of the National Boundary Commission, Mr. Vice President. And I want to use this opportunity to greet him too for the 3rd year anniversary, for the good job himself and our Mr. President they have been doing.
Indeed, the office is capable of providing a lot more services to the nation, but is hampered by paucity of funds.
I'm not too happy in the sense that we will have been able to do more if we are being funded better. But I know that Mr. President has a lot of responsibility. So on the overall, I'm happy with him, because we are not only doing survey in Nigeria. Education is there, agriculture is there, health is there, and so many other government interests. So to a large extent, and let me even say this, we've even enjoyed some better focus under this government than we used to enjoy before. We still have issues about accommodation. This place you find us is not enough for us, in addition to funding.
As the federal government marks another anniversary of its next level agenda, the Office of the Surveyor General of the Federation pledges its support for the success of the Muhammadu Buhari administration.
He has been able to keep the country together peacefully, and that is a very strong feat, because it is under a peaceful environment that anybody can make progress. So I felicitate with him, I congratulate him, and also I pray that the wisdom that God has given to him to actually navigate the ship of this country, because it's not a small task to navigate a country with 450 different ethnic groups, if not more. So I really want to pray that God should give Mr. President more wisdom to actually manage the country properly. So I congratulate him, I greet him for the 3rd year, and I pray that God will still strengthen him to be able to continue and finish the job in good faith.